What's happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So we'll be talking contracts today, and the key player we'll be discussing within this particular video will be Calum Chambers. So he's supposedly been offered or has already signed a new 4-year contract, which is absolutely puzzling to me. Of course, Unai Emery sees something we obviously don't see as fans within him as a player, but as you may all remember, that he did sign a contract back in October, and that was a 2-year extension that obviously allowed him to remain at the club until 2021. But reports have surfaced this afternoon suggesting that Unai Emery has offered Calum Chambers a new 4-year contract extension, which means that essentially that his deal will be running roughly until 2023, if I am correct. But the information, all the details on the new contract have not emerged. We don't know why exactly this new deal has been offered, but reports are suggesting that Unai Emery sees Calum Chambers as a vital future first team member, and within this coming season, Calum Chambers is supposedly meant to be playing a huge part within the team. Of course, we do know that we are expecting reinforcements to coming in the form of Sokratis from Dortmund. The deal is very, very imminent, so we'll be making a video as soon as the deal has been announced. But this has come certainly as a huge surprise to me, really personally, based on the fact really he's only signed a new contract back in October. And of course, the new boss, as mentioned, sees a lot in him. So we do have a number of defenders on our books. Not a lot of movement within the transfer market, if you like, in terms of some of them being shipped out. So we've got Koscielny, as you may all know, who's recently started walking. A video of him has surfaced on social media showing that he's actually started walking from the injury that he did pick up towards the end of last season. We also have Rob Holding amongst our ranks, who I would have thought Unai Emery had actually put his eggs in the basket for Rob Holding, but that's obviously not the case. We do also have Mustafi. A lot of reports have been suggesting as well that Mustafi may be sold by the club, which I wouldn't want to see. Of course, he is still young, and I do believe he has a future at the club. Of course, we do know that he has a mistake in him, but Mustafi is still amongst the ranks. We also have Calum Chambers, of course. We have Mavropanos as well, the young Greek centre-back who really impressed towards the end of last season. So we do have depth, if you like, in the central defensive positions, as well as the fact that Nacho Monreal can be slotted into that particular position. We've got another young centre-back within the youth team as well, Josh Da Silva, who I'd like to see get a bit more game time. We've seen him play in that position under Wenger. But it seems as if we have depth. Do we have strength or quality in that position? I don't think so. We do need a little bit of additional quality. Of course, the introduction of Sokratis will provide that little bit of added competition within that particular position. But we do need sheer quality in that particular position. It's well and good if we do have the numbers to bolster that position or to cover any injuries or suspensions within that position, but quality is still needed. And clearly, according to this report or by the events that have taken place, Unai Emery sees the fact that Calum Chambers has a lot of quality in him. He did make 24 appearances last season under Arsene Wenger. He did play a little bit at right back as well at some point when Hector Bellerin wasn't able to play due to the fixture congestion. But he's a very versatile player, if you like. I have seen him play just ahead of the defence in midfield as well in the past. But he is a player that I do believe that he has a bright future. Is it at Arsenal? I don't know. Clearly, Unai Emery seems to think the opposite. Of course, he was linked with a big money move to Fulham at the start of the summer, but that all seems to have been quenched. I do also like the fact that he's been at the club for a while, so he does understand how the club works. If he doesn't kick on in this season coming, I do then believe that we should part ways with him. He did spend a season on loan previously at Middlesbrough. However, that was an impressive term with Middlesbrough. Of course, they didn't do that well, but he did actually have a good season himself. The signs as it is, it looks like Unai Emery is trying to work with the resources that he has within. Of course, we do know, or we had been told, that Unai Emery had a dossier on all the Arsenal players. This may be one of the players that he did identify from the information that he had to hand, as well as the fact that he's now had a little bit of time to access all the data that would have been available from previous seasons to see which players he will need to stick to, as well as the fact that this means that it also protects his budget, if you like, in terms of not spending any more on defensive players. So in a sense, this is good news, but extremely puzzling good news, if you like. The guy had only signed a new contract in October. This is pretty much unheard of. I've never come across a situation like this. If you have personally, please let me know in the comments below. But it's a pretty much a weird situation. He must value him very, very highly if this is the case. But as usual, guys, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. Once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV. I'm out.